Why, hello, it's Miss Gina. You're at GinasPlanit. It's time for bedtime stories. You're at GinasPlanit, and I'm Miss Gina. You're with Miss Gina. It's good to see you. So, I've got a few stories for you. We've got Auggie the Grump, the Ugly Duckling, and Bedtime on Sesame Street. And so I think I'm going to read Auggie the Grump, Ugly Duckling, then Bedtime. Auggie the Grump. It was a lovely day in Ticklebug Swamp, but Auggie the Ogre was grumpy. He normally loved to run and jump, but his foot was sore and bumpy. So Auggie took off his boot and his sock to see what was causing his trouble. That's when he saw the hole in his shoe and foot that had swollen and doubled. Oh no, his foot is swollen and doubled. That doesn't feel good when you've hurt your foot. What can I do? Cried Auggie. I can no longer hike with my friends. My jump roping days are over. I will never be happy again. Aw, that's so sad. You remember the little songs we used to sing as we jump roped? Cinderella dressed in yellow. And what about Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black with silver buttons all down her back? Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, buttons, buttons all down her back. You remember those jump rope songs? I don't know if Auggie sings, probably not. Friends gathered round in hopes they could help his abundance of pain and sorrow. Let's give our friend a surprise he will love and fix his torn boot by tomorrow. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice when you have good friends that help you out when you're in trouble or you have a problem? A new day had come. And Auggie awoke. His boot had been patched, sewn, and glued. Surely I have the greatest of friends. This put Auggie in the happiest mood. Isn't that great? So nice. Then we have the Ugly Duckling. Ugly Duckling. See, they're yellow and he's black. They're different, aren't they? In the far back corner of a big barn on a small farm that is just on the other side of a hill, a bird was born to a family of ducks. Her name was Lucy. Lucy didn't look quite like the others. This is her story. This is Lucy's story. From the moment Lucy was born, she just didn't seem to fit in. Lucy had gray feathers. Her brothers and sisters had yellow feathers. Oh my. Her sisters and brothers had yellow feathers, and hers are gray. They thought her feathers looked funny. I don't see anything wrong with her feathers. You see anything wrong? When their mom wasn't listening, Lucy's brothers and sisters teased her and called her the Ugly Duckling. That's not nice. They would sing, "Ugly duckling with feathers all gray, go away, we don't want to play." That's kind of sad. Look. Lucy is sad. They've made her sad. Sometimes when Lucy was in the barnyard, all the animals would join in on the teasing. They would sing together, "Ugly duckling with feathers all gray, go away, we don't want to play." That doesn't sound very nice. Lucy's mom loved Lucy just as she loved all her other baby ducks. But sometimes all the mom love in the world cannot make up for the teasing. By winter, Lucy decided she would be happier if she went off and lived alone. And that's just what she did. Lucy went off to live alone in the winter time when it was cold and snowy. Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear. I don't think that's going to end well. Then a strange thing happened. That winter, Lucy's gray feathers disappeared. They were replaced by beautiful white feathers. It turned out Lucy wasn't an ugly duckling at all. She was a beautiful swan. Look, Lucy is beautiful. She's really a swan. She's not a duck at all. Lucy hurried back to the barnyard. Nobody recognized her except, of course, her mom. So they did not know it was Lucy. All the animals thought this swan was beautiful. They thought she was beautiful. That's so sweet. Every animal in the barnyard started singing, "Beautiful swan with feathers all white, stay and play with us tonight." They changed their story, didn't they? They want to play with Lucy now. What did her color matter? She was just different. It's okay to be different. You don't have to look the same. When all the animals learned who Lucy was, they couldn't believe it. They had been sad when she left, and they were really happy to have her back. They promised to never again tease Lucy. That's good that they're not going to tease her anymore. And here is a pig and a sheep. And there's a pig and sheep in our other story in our chapter book we're going to read later. More than learning not to tease, all the animals learned that instead of making fun of others who look different, they should be nice to everybody. They decided to be nice to everyone all the time from that day on. Oh, that's good. Look at the little dragonfly. And that's Lucy. And there's the pig. And there's some ducks. Oh, that's a good story. And that's just what they did. And there's Lucy, all beautiful in her white feathers. Her gray ones just went away. You think they fell out and the new white ones grew in? You know I was raised on the street. Sesame Street. Bedtime on Sesame Street. I think that was near Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, maybe. And maybe Blue's Clues left paw prints up to the door. I don't know. It could have happened. Elmo puts his boots away and hangs up all his clothes. He says good night to you and then lies down to dream and doze. Ernie likes to soak and play with bubbles in the tub. Rubber ducky makes it fun to sing and splash and scrub. They're scrubbing up. He's putting his clothes away. He's taking a bath. He's got bubbles in his rubber ducky. We had a story about a ducks, and now we got a rubber ducky in the bathtub. He was back a page. Rubber ducky. Rubber ducky. Haha, that's cute. The count is cozy in his room where he can count some sheep. He counts the teeth he brushes clean before he falls asleep. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, Old habits break hard. Baby bear climbs into bed. This starts a pillow fight. Papa Bear says that's enough and click turns out the light. Do you think Baby Bear says, this bed is too soft? Or do you think he says, this bed is just right? I don't know. Prairie Dawn shampoos her hair, puts on her gown of red, then sings herself a lullaby. Once she's inside her bed, Big Bird hugs his soft toy bear and yawns just one time more. Then warm and cozy in his home, he softly starts to snore. Look, Big Bird's all toasty, cozy, warm in his nest. See how big his nest is? How cute. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed those bedtime stories. The sun is starting to go down. It's almost time to go night-night. So enjoy your peaceful rest. And I'll see you next time.